Hey guys, Donkey here and welcome back to the channel. Wanted to show you guys a little bit more of Sea of Thieves. I was playing the game this morning and came across an area that looked kind of puzzling to me. I was like standing there on the ship and it's like I noticed that the water started turning red. And I'm like, what's going on here? And I picked up a map and I was trying to travel to my destination and I was like, something's really strange. Music's starting to kick in. It has this really eerie sound. So we're going to get into this. I'm going to let you guys take a look at it and I'm going to show you what actually happens. I'd found out that if you keep going, basically the whole premise of the red water is to let you know, hey, you're at the edge of the map. And so I was like, what would happen if I were to continue on to see what would actually happen? Would it reset me? Would it throw me back? And so I kept going. And as you can see, I was a little puzzled. I jumped out of the ship. I came back on the ship. I walked around. I looked, and then I was like, hey, we're going to keep trying this and keep going and see what exactly happens. And it's funny because as I progressed through, it's like the water kept getting darker, and next thing you know, I kept hearing the boat. It sounded like the planks were coming off the sides, and I was like, holy crap, what is going on? I mean, am I gonna just like fall apart? Is the boat going to sink? What's gonna happen here? And as you can tell, as we keep continuing on, the music starts getting a little bit more eerie. The water starts turning this blood wine red, and more crackling starts to happen with the boat, and yeah, it's kind of crazy and insane. So if you guys want to wait and check it out, you can. So here you can see I actually continue on, and the sky starts getting really, really, really dark, and it's just the water, as I mentioned earlier, was getting even darker, and you can start to hear the planks of the ship coming off. And at that point, I was wondering, is that what that is? Is my ship falling apart from underneath? And it's like the waves are starting to kick up, and I'm frantically looking back and forth, trying to figure out, okay, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? The clouds are look like the gods are about to come out and just come crashing down on me at this point. And it's pretty interesting. And the other thing is that the video on this actually turned out really well. I had tested it on the Xbox One X, and then so I thought, why not try this on the Xbox? And so yeah, at this point my ship actually stops. I can't go any further. You can do it. It's starting to sink. Water's coming in. And then basically it's like I'm trying to get off of it so that it doesn't capture me. Yeah, you can tell it's totally turned upside down. It's on its way down to the bloody bottom. So basically at this point I'm just sitting here watching the ship sink to the bottom of the ocean, and I'm thinking to myself, how the hell am I going to get back? What am I going to do? And then if you notice right there in the upper right hand corner, it looks like there's some type of fish or mermaid or something. And so I swim to the top of the water. I'm looking around, and I'm like looking up at the sun, looking at the clouds, and everything's red. And I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to get back? And the next thing you know, I'm like, okay, there's a reason why this guy's over here. So we swim over to him. I was going to say walk over, but we swim over to him. And at first I was a little hesitant. I'm like, before the pop-up icon came in, it says, do you want to transport back to your boat? I was like, all right. So what's going to happen? So anyway, I was kind of wondering where it was going to throw me. Was it going to put me back at the very beginning of where you start at? But it throws me on this nice little remote island that obviously is really cool looking. It's small, but I could see myself living here. Kind of reminded me of something off of Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, a little Captain Jack Sparrow going on. So I basically wanted to check out the island a little bit. I walk around, go over to the other island, kind of search around a little bit, see if there's any form of life or anything like that. I don't see any other players in the game still at this point. But in any case, we just kind of walked around. I wanted to check out the wildlife and the island. And then, of course, after looking around, I decided to go back to the boat, and I wanted to see exactly where it put me at. So we hop on the boat, and you'll see here in a second where it respawned me. So yeah, that was really cool. Don't know. I haven't seen any videos out on what happens when you go all the way to the end of the boundary. But yeah, this is it. Stuck me back over here in the salty sands, and I was pretty far north of this area. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, hit that like button for me. Please feel free to subscribe.